Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're watching Better Call Saul Season 6, Episode 13. This is the series finale, and I gotta say I'm kind of emotional about it because I know this is gonna be a good ending. I know they're gonna wrap everything up with a bow perfectly, and I'm just sad because I don't think I'm gonna ever see a show as good like this that touched my heart like this show has. It's been a long journey, and every step of the way was exciting and interesting. And I already mentioned once in one of my videos that it always itched that part of my brain that was dying for some intellectual content. I do want you to check out a video I shared on my Twitter about how perfectly Better Call Saul implements show don't tell, how they use props and they put so much attention to showing the viewers and not telling the viewers, and I just love it. And this entire time they've been respecting the viewers, they've been trusting the viewers to understand what's going on, and it's really so dear to my heart, this show. Let's talk a little bit about what we saw in episode 12. We saw how differently Kim reacted after she and Jean had that phone call. Their impulses have become so different. In the Jimmy / Saul timeline, they're practically in sync. After all these years apart, Kim, she changed. And I don't just mean she became this bland person. And like I said last time, she fell from grace. But she completely turned around in how she did the right thing. She confronted Howard's wife and told her the truth, and she told everything to the prosecutors. And I don't know how to use the professional terminology. So yeah, she gave her kind of confession in writing, and I really hope that we're gonna see something good come out of it. I also hope that we see Chuck one last time before the show ends. It doesn't even have to be the actor. It can even be a memory from their childhood. That would be really, really nice. Jean is now on the run because the woman, she called for help, and she told them about Saul Goodman. Imagine if he hadn't taught Jeff, if he didn't show him the ropes of everything and how to con people and steal, he would never have gotten the computer. I don't believe so. And then she wouldn't have seen the videos of the Saul Goodman commercials. Also, he slipped up when he kind of like mention of what knowing like how the law is in Albuquerque. Yes, okay, I think I'm ready. I actually have tissue over here because I got a feeling, I don't know, because last time I didn't think I would cry, and then I did cry. Now I'm thinking I might cry. Maybe I won't. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna have tissue right next to me. Yeah, let's start watching Better Call Saul series finale. Interesting. I guess we did get a little bit of Chuck with the space blanket.
We're sitting on $7 million here. I say we take it, split it 50-50, take off.
It's not ours.
Could be.
Yeah, well, I know some people who would have a problem with that.
Don't worry about them.
You feeling right?
First thing we do, take $6 million and build a time machine. Those people that you're worried about, they would never find us. Where would you go first? Huh? You look like a history buff, right? What? Civil War times or ancient Rome?
Oh, to Maddie.
December 8, 2001. No. March 17th, 1984. Day I took my first bribe.
Okay.
And then I'd go forward. There's some people I'd like to check on in 5 or 10 years. Make sure they're doing okay. You?
It's easy. May 10, 1965. It's the day Warren Buffett took over at Berkshire Hathaway. I'm a billionaire.
That's it, buddy.
What else?
Nothing you change.
I'm rested.
Oh, no. Oof. Oh. That was a good scene. Oh, shit.
64 P.
Oh, please get it.
Oh. Oh, the... Oh. 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 Oh, shoot. Why? Wow, okay, that's it. Unless he hides in the... Oh. Oh. That's what... This brings me back to Sandpiper. Piper. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Anybody home? Hands, now!
After all this time.
Hello, Krista. It's Gene. This morning, did you open up okay? Just call the main office. The number is on the bulletin board. Let them know you're going to need a new manager.
Wow.
This is how they get you. What were you?
He doesn't even get a bed.
Bill Oakley speaking.
Trust experience, trust Oakley. I like that. It's catchy. You know who this is, right?
Oh, shit.
You know I'm gonna have to report this call.
Calm down, Junior. The cops know all about the call. They're probably listening in. The fact
So they finally caught you.
this is your lucky day. I am talking to Saul Goodman's new advisory council.
This puts you on the map, amigo.
Who's paying for this?
You are. You hear that?
Hear what?
Bang, bang! That's opportunity knocking.
No matter who your lawyer is, you are screwed. Where do you see this ending?
With me on top, like always.
Wow. He actually came. Oh.
Accessory after the fact to multiple murders.
Including 2 decorated federal officers. I'm willing to extend a one-time take-it-or-leave-it offer. 30 years. Keep your nose clean, stay healthy. You have a shot at seeing daylight in your old age.
Listen, you've got Agent Schrader's widow back there. Why don't you invite her in?
Why is she there? Was that Dave with her?
They tell me they found you in a garbage dumpster. Well, that makes sense. My husband was the best man that I have ever known. He lived to help others. He was kind. He was decent. He was strong. Steve Gomez, Steve and Blanca made a home that was warm and full of laughter. The good guys, they were shot dead and left in a hole in the desert. You helped the two-faced, poisonous bastard behind it all. You did it all for money.
It's unspeakable. I met your husband a few times. He was a man who stood by his word and was very good at his job. You and he are victims, and so am I. 2 years ago, a man came into my office. He said his name was Mayhew. 2 men threw a sack over my head. They hogtied me, and they drove me out into the desert. I was kneeling in front of an open grave. That was my introduction to Walter White. From that moment on, there hasn't been a minute that I wasn't afraid. I did it because I knew what he would do to me if I refused. You are looking at a man who has lost everything. I have nobody. I have nothing.
And you think jurors are gonna buy that?
You're not going to negotiate with this man.
7.5 years.
Let's get this thing signed and get the hell out of here.
19. Term to be served, North Carolina, Wing D. Bluebell mint chocolate chip ice cream every Friday.
No more games.
Now I got a sweetener. New arena, primo stuff.
Oakley hasn't done anything.
Inside story, previously unknown felony homicide.
You're talking about Howard Hamlin. Sounds like you and your ex aren't talking on a regular basis.
She spilled her guts about Howard Hamlin.
You got nothing left to sell. Let's get this in writing. Not a word changes.
Is this someone we know? Oh!
I'm putting a stop to it.
Stop to what?
To what? Listen. Just listen.
Did I click?
The click.
What would you do if you had a time machine?
A time machine?
Nice.
From a scientist's point of view, I mean, you can go backwards, forwards. Where would you go?
Meaningless question.
This is actually like the Fly episode, because he talked about what point in life he would go back to.
Quantum mechanics? We're discussing that now?
It's just a thought experiment. There's got to be something you'd go back and change if you could.
You are not talking about a time machine, which is both a real and theoretical impossibility. You are talking about regrets. Ask about regrets. Leave all this time-traveling nonsense out of it. My regrets. When I was a graduate student, I started a company with some... At the time, I thought they were my friends. They were artfully maneuvering me into leaving my own creation.
We could have done something with this.
You'd have been the last lawyer I'd have gone to. So what about you?
22, I pulled a slip and fall outside Marshall Fields. I was stupid and young, and I was trying to show off.
Walter is not a...
Hard, I heard a crack. Wasn't the ice, it was me. My knee's never been the same.
A slip and fall. So you were always like this?
She confessed. What's the DA gonna do with it?
No witnesses, no physical evidence. Most likely they sit on it permanently.
Okay.
Her problem's not the DA.
What then?
She opened herself up to a civil suit. The widow can take her for everything she has, and Mrs. Hamlin's out lawyer shopping as we speak.
Is he gonna fake some kind of it?
Hold up, Bill. Now, wait, you're gonna love this. The Hamlin thing, the government doesn't know the half of it. I want you to tell the other side that they've got more to trade.
Kim's already got a civil suit hanging over her head. You give the government more, maybe they bring the hammer down.
You don't understand. It's really good ice cream.
Wait, what's really good ice cream? Something about... No, they already know about gas.
Hey, Tammy, I'm leaving early. Can you let Ricardo know?
Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
She looks pleased. What? Free legal services. Okay.
Fill this out, and before you ask, there's no charge.
Actually, I'm here to see if I can volunteer.
Aww.
Can you answer a phone? Sure.
Go ahead.
There you go.
Oh, that's so... Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh. Oh my god, is she gonna get a phone about Jimmy now?
Your ex? He was arrested in Nebraska. He's giving testimony that affects you.
What kind of testimony?
What else is there that can affect her? Wow, they haven't seen each other. I think he just wanted her to come. That's why he said that he has something. Maybe this gives me a Kim being Kim.
It's showtime.
Marie Schrader and Blanca Gomez.
Oh, that's... Oh.
I have reviewed the government's sentencing recommendations and I have questions. For these offenses, the government's sentencing recommendation is 7 years.
If I may say something that I think will help the court fully understand the situation.
You are the beneficiary of the most generous sentencing recommendation I've seen in 22 years on the bench. Any statement you make imperils that recommendation.
I think I can save the court's valuable time. 2 years ago, a man came into my office. He said his name was Mayhew. I was kneeling in front of an open grave with a gun pointed at my head. I was terrified, but not for long. That night, I saw opportunity, and I grabbed it, and I held it tight. My every waking moment was spent building Walter White's drug empire.
Hold on, Mr. Goodman, stop right there.
Your Honor, we are satisfied for Mr. Goodman to continue.
I'd like to petition to withdraw from this case.
Denied.
I lied to the government about Kim Wexler. I fed him a load of BS about her involvement in Howard Hamlin's murder. I just wanted her to come here today. I wanted her to hear this. I was more than a willing participant. I was indispensable. If he hadn't walked into my office that day, Walter White would have been dead or behind bars within a month. And Agent Schrader and Agent Gomez and a whole lot of other people would still be alive. Fact is, Walter White couldn't have done it without me.
Speculation? He's testifying to his own actions.
I have one more thing to say.
Sit down, Mr. Goodman.
Please, Your Honor.
Now,
This is the
remove
court to allow Mr. Goodman
from
to
the
continue.
podium.
He's going to tell his regrets. He's going to tell his regrets. Oh, one at least.
What happened to Howard Hamlin? I can't even. After that, Kim had the guts to start over. She left town. I'm the one who ran away. And my brother, Chuck, he was an incredible lawyer. The most brilliant guy I ever met, but he was limited. I tried. I could have tried harder. When I saw a chance to hurt him, I took it. I got his malpractice insurance canceled. I took away the one thing he lived for. After that, he killed himself. And I'll live with that.
But that thing with your brother, that wasn't even a crime.
It was.
Mr. Goodman. Stay seated.
The name's McGill. I'm James McGill.
Confession. The government withdraws the sentencing recommendation and urges this court to additional hearings required in order to assess the additional claims Mr. Goodman has now admitted to, including perjury on this court.
Evidence?
Oh my god.
I was starting to worry.
My car conked out on the 40. I almost got creamed by a cement truck.
You know, I could hire someone to do this. I could get someone from the office. Yeah, every day?
while you're trying to start a practice? Why?
Because you're my brother. Duh. You do the same for me.
Well, you stay for a while. We could talk.
What about?
Your cases? Your clients?
The granny who got picked up for soliciting inside a Christian Science reading room.
They deserve a vigorous defense like any other client.
Or maybe you just want to tell me what I'm doing wrong.
That's not what I had in mind. I'm hoping you didn't steal that from a motel ice machine.
You can hope.
If you don't like where you're heading, there's no shame in going back and changing your path.
When have you ever changed your path? Hey, think on it.
We always end up having the same conversation, don't we?
I'll see you tomorrow, Chuck. And I might have the Financial Times.
I know you.
So I guess he's not going to wing D.
Better call Saul. Right?
McGill.
What?
I'm McGill. That's what he calls.
I hope they're gonna be friendly.
Better call Saul.
Lawyer's here. I got you, Saul.
Okay. Okay, they're friendly to Saul. This is like a math lab.
Ma'am.
No cuffs, please.
She looks lawyery, like herself. Is she back to practicing?
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi.
Turns out my New Mexico bar card doesn't have an expiration date. 86 years.
86 years. With good behavior? Who knows?
This gives me a film noir kind of a vibe. No. Oh my god. Oh. Wow. What a show. First of all, obviously, with every show, I expect the last episode not to be the peak of the show, because the resolution for me needs to be like they really calm everything down and sending us off, saying farewell, saying goodbye. And I feel like this was a good goodbye. This show, like, ever since the first episode, in which I felt like those were completely new. Well, most of the characters were new, but even Jimmy, like, it wasn't the Saul that we knew from Breaking Bad. So it was really coming into like meeting new people and trying to figure them out and not being really sure on how this show is going to be, being not sure about Howard, and perhaps a little bit ambivalent towards Chuck, then starting to like Chuck, and then getting to know Kim, getting to know Jimmy, and starting to like everything and everyone, and being pulled in by the story and the cast, the performances, all the elaborated schemes, and being fooled at times by the writers, like with the what was it, the HHM huge sign above the highway. And mostly laughing, even at times where maybe laughing wasn't really the reaction they wanted to get out of me. And being terrified and being sad, and I'm amazed of how this show was surprisingly a love story, aside from the action, which was there at times, and it was entertaining as hell, especially when Lalo came in. There was so much really real relationships. There was love between lovers, and then love between family members. We had Nacho with his father, we had Mike with his family members, even Maddie, whom we've never really seen. We saw him as a child, but he was a very important part in Mike's story. And we also had the relationship between Chuck and Jimmy, and love between friends, Howard and Chuck. This, if I had to choose, if I'm looking at story and characters and visuals, storytelling, if I had to pick one of these shows, and that's the only show I can ever watch ever again, I would watch Better Call Saul. In fact, I actually started watching the show again. So yesterday I saw episode 3 of the first season. I got, in this episode I got so emotional, talking about love stories on the show. The court scene had me crying, because when he first confessed, the first part of the confession, he then looked over to Kim to see her reaction, and he saw that he didn't see love in her eyes. That's what pushed him to confess everything. And also talk about his regret with Chuck. And then he turned back to her. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh fuck. Oh fucking shit. Oh shit. Anyway, you know the rest. Basically, he saw love, and she was kind of smiling at him, yeah. And I basically got what I wanted from the ending. They didn't kill off the main character. We had Chuck. Also, the main character got what they deserved. This is kind of bittersweet, because what the fuck is wrong with me? Oh shit. They really like the finger guns. That was like I don't know, I felt like that's kind of that was their goodbye. I don't think, even though she's the love of his life and he's the love of her life, I don't think she's gonna wait for him to come out. She needs to move on. I don't know why I'm crying. Oh my god. Okay, so this was fucking good. As you can probably tell, I really loved that this whole episode. Was about regrets, and Jimmy like finally okay. I think I'm done for today. I really can't talk. Oh shit. I mean, it's not that sad, really. It's really not that sad. But they got me. They broke me. That's it. But I don't want to, like, there's so much to say about this show. So I'm gonna sum it up with me plus BCS equals heart. I think that's gonna be the title of this video. Wonderful performances, great cinematography. Like, really, I loved the camera work. We had amazing performance by Ray and Daryl. I think you're the one who corrected me. I was pronouncing her name wrong. Great performances by her since the beginning of season 4, where she confronted Howard. Yeah, I think from the cast, these two were my favorite. Ray and Michael. Michael, is it? Michael McCain? And can you imagine what it takes to every time come up with this great... The writers themselves could have been great con artists. They cooked up some amazing cons, like amazing plans. Like, what can I say? So the writing was obviously amazing. And like I said in the beginning, I love that they trusted the viewers. Sometimes, they used words where they needed, and then they used body language and facial expressions to give some subcontext and not have everything on the nose. I like the flashback. I actually, the first flashback in Breaking Bad, that was actually my least favorite, I think. The one with Jimmy and Walter, that was the scene I actually liked way more. But really great way. I really love this series finale. I thought it was perfect. Just perfect. That's what I thought. They had me like with all the anxiety and sadness and laughter as well, which is a sign of a good episode for me. It's a real shame to end it. And not, like, I would never experience watching this show for the first time again. It's also very hard to end this video, because it means that my Breaking Bad journey is officially over. It is time to finish. All good things come to an end. I'm very, very, very happy with this ending. I thought it was a beautiful episode, beautiful ending. And I would love to hear your thoughts about it. Yeah, that's it. I don't want to start crying again, but I feel waterworks are coming So I want to thank you all so much for tuning in, for watching this show with me. Even though now I'm going back to Dexter, at some point Dexter is going to be over. So I would like to hear what other shows you'd like to see in the future, or movies. I don't know if you're into my movie reactions, but yeah, you can leave suggestions to those as well. I really want to thank you all for watching, and everyone who ever liked the video, commented. Yes, thank you. This was a roller coaster, the best roller coaster, really. Thank you again. Love you. Have a wonderful day. Bye. That was a weird bye for finishing a series. Yeah, I'll see you. Bye.